Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Ashley and thank you so much for tuning in today. I have a TLF haul for you guys. I haven't done a TLF review in quite some time, but here we are. I'm going to be reviewing some of their new stuff, some of their old stuff, some of the stuff that I really loved wearing from TLF, and now I actually have a code to give you guys and it's gonna save you a 25% off your order. I will have all the details listed down below. I am so excited to show you guys all of these items. And if you guys like content like this and you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button and drop a like on this video. And as always, let me know which one of these pieces is your favorite. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so for those of you who are new here and you have never purchased TLF before, their vision is gym wear to streetwear. So some of these items are going to be more like gym style and some of them are going to be more like gym, but then we're gonna go maybe grab some coffee afterwards and we're not gonna look like we actually just came from the gym. So I'm gonna start off by showing you guys this piece. This is actually my favorite. I just recently got this one and I'm obsessed. It is really difficult for me to find a bodysuit slash like short suit that I just love. I find some of them to just be too high or not have an open back, or the way that the booty looks with the scrunch just is not hitting, or the shorts are just way too long. This bodysuit here checks every single box for me. Okay, so starting out, we actually have a deep, I don't even want to call it a V-neck, but a deep plunge, I guess you can say, which if I'm fully covered here anyways, this is what I'm looking for. And these straps are not super tight and we are very form-fitting here. We don't have any like loose fabric. And then the back is where it is really at. So we have a nice open back and this scrunch here is phenomenal, guys. So we have like this V here and then we have this full blown scrunchiness, and I'm not sure what the length of these shorts are. They do tend to ride up a little bit on me, which is how I prefer to wear them anyways, but they are a nice short on a bodysuit. I'm gonna say they are probably like a 4-inch if I had to guess. And from the back here we have nice glute separation, which I've noticed with bodysuits that tends to be difficult to achieve. Okay, so the details for this bodysuit, it is called the Scrunch Butt Shorts bodysuit, and right now it is actually only $41. It is half off. So if you guys are looking for a bodysuit that looks phenomenal, right now it would be the time to pick this one up. This bodysuit does also come in a full length, which is more like a legging style. So if you do prefer a little bit more coverage, you do have that option as well. And right now it is actually the same price. So maybe you can just get both. Okay, so next up we have this cutie. Oh my gosh, this is like the color for summer. It is called Hot Coral and she is a gorgeous like pink with a slight like pinch of orange. So this is the Tempo 6-inch shorts, and I believe this is called the Tempo bra. And this is the Tempo strappy back sports bra. So both of these items are going for $54. So $54.54, like I said, 25% off with my code. So we're gonna go over sizing because I feel like this is an important topic for these two items. Okay, so first off, we're gonna start with the bra. I love a minimal bra. So for me, like having this low coverage, not a whole lot of like length here or length here, this is straight up my alley. So we have a double straps, a nice deep V. We do have a band underneath. If you do some arm raises, you might have a little bit of under boob, but that's not something that bothers me, but just keep that in mind. And in the back, which is where the show is really at, look how freaking cute this is. Oh, I love this bra. Now to talk about the sizing. So this bra, in my opinion, does run a little bit on the smaller side. So I ended up getting this top in a size small, which I tend to bounce between an extra small and a small depending on the bra. But for this one in particular, if you are in between sizes, I would recommend sizing up. Now with the shorts on the other end, you would want to size down. So with these, this is a size extra small. I'm really glad I did an extra small. I did try on a small initially, and what I noticed is I had a lot of excess fabric kind of right in this area here. So if you're in between, size down in these. So if I pull these all the way down, that way you can see them more as like a full length. This is how they are going to look as a full 6-inch. So we have a pretty high-waisted short here. If I show you guys where my belly button is, it's literally right at it. It sits right on the hips. My hips are right about here, so it's just about an inch higher than my hips. I do love these seams. Of course, no front seam, and also forgot to mention the bodysuit has no front seam either. From the back here, we do have the same scrunch that we had with the bodysuit. So if we just leave them as like regular length pulled down, this is how they are going to look. If I do roll them up a little bit, which is how I prefer to wear my shorts anyways. Now we have a little bit more of like a scrunched look in the back. This is how I do prefer to wear my shorts here, but booty scale, pretty high with these, not gonna lie. And lastly, with this bra here and these shorts, it comes in 4 different colors right now. I just really love like summery colors since we are coming into summer, so this is the one that I just had to get. Okay, so next up, this is probably a fan favorite for the ladies. This is the Tempo Front Clasp Sports Bra. This thing comes in like I think 10 different colors, but I had to get it in staple black, that way I can just wear it with everything. Now I do believe that they just recently redesigned this bra. I think that the version before this was a little bit more wide set, and then we did have right here like the fabric had a seam, and I wasn't really the biggest fan of the seam because I felt like it ruined like the smoothness of the bra. This is the redesigned one because we don't have this line here. It is extremely soft, extremely smooth. I did pull out the cup pads. I feel like it's a lot more seamless without them. Just my personal preference. But this bra, we're definitely gonna need to size up in this bra, especially if you have a little bit bigger of a chest. I did get this in a small. I honestly maybe even could have done medium. I was looking at the models on the site and some of them were actually wearing medium that are very similar size to me. So if you want something that's going to have maybe a tiny bit more coverage, size up an extra size in this bra. And of course, as always, I do have all my measurements listed down below in the description. I do need to update my bust size, so I'll probably do that for this video. That way you guys can actually have a true depiction on how this is going to fit you. I really, really love how open this is. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. You might have to be careful with having a nip slip with this if you do go too small. Fair warning. This clasp though, if I show you guys how it works, so it just comes apart like this, so you're gonna wanna hook it and pull it together. Now washing these things, because it is a clasp, just with other activewear brands I've had in the past, I would recommend washing it on delicate and maybe like in a wash bag. That way you don't get the clasp caught on anything. We don't wanna ruin our activewear now, so I would highly recommend doing that. I'm really particular how I wash my activewear, so take my word for it. I really love the way that TLF does like their minimal logoing here. I'm not a fan of big logos. I know some of their stuff does, but everything that I got does not. So this is the front of the bra. Back, we just have a crisscross, and it also is adjustable. So if you need to make it a little bit more tight or a little bit more loose, you certainly can with that. Okay, one more thing to mention. So this is our frontal view. If I do show you from the side, you will have a little bit of spillage. So just wanted to show you guys this. I don't mind the spillage because I love the way that this looks from the front. But if you don't like the spillage, I would probably just say size up one size, and I would assume that that would fix the problem. Now, onto these shorts. So these are the Tempo 4-inch shorts. Like I said, I do love a short. But these are not scrunch, and I really didn't think about that when I was getting them, and I don't know if it's because I've just become so accustomed to scrunch shorts, but it's really kind of straight along the back. Here we are from a side profile. She looks nice. So we do still have a lot of glute here, but these are not scrunch. So if you are a scrunch short or scrunch legging girly, this is a lot more just straight across. But if you don't like scrunch shorts and you like short shorts, this would be a good option. Now, I did size down in these shorts because I knew that I needed to size down in the other Tempo shorts. Honestly, I feel like I maybe could have done true to size. These shorts do feel just a pinch tighter in the fabric. It might be because it's black, I don't know, but it does fit a little bit tighter than the 6-inch Tempo shorts. So keep that in mind, maybe even get both if you're not sure. And of course, we have to be team no front seam. So here we are, no front seam with these shorts, and these shorts do retail for $50. Okay, so like I was saying, gym to street. So this is the essential tank top. This thing retails for 35 bucks. It is really soft and really stretchy. So if we're going to leave the gym, oh, and I believe this is a size small. Okay, yes, this is a size small. So if you're just wanting to throw something on over what you're currently wearing, then this would be a great addition to your closet. So this is, I just threw it on over the bra I was just showing you guys, but I really love the length of these. I find that sometimes these tend to be just a little bit too long. This sits perfectly on the shorts, leggings, whatever. So you are able to cover your midriff and still wear a nice comfortable top. So really stretchy. I believe this comes in like 5 different colors, but I figured if I got black, I can just kind of wear it with anything. And then we have it a little bit higher in the back, but definitely a good staple to add to your bag. I love carrying things like this just in my gym bag. That way, if I am wanting to go run an errand or something after I leave the gym, I have something to at least wear over my bra that is just having everything out. But this is part of their essentials line. Okay, so now we have this top. This thing is so buttery soft. This is the essential seamless off the shoulder top. And if you don't like off the shoulder, which I don't know why you wouldn't like off the shoulder, but they do also have it in just a standard long sleeve that does cover. This fabric is unbelievably stretchy, so breathable. Literally, if you just want to throw something over your gym wear that isn't a tank top and you do want something that's long sleeve, we also do have some thumb holes too, but this thing is a perfect go-to. So if I show you guys up close here, this thing is so stretchy, like listen to this. I really love the off-the-shoulder detailing. I don't have a whole lot of tops like this in my closet, so I'm really happy I picked this one up. The sleeves are nice and long. I did get this in a size small. Small is the smallest size that you can go in this top, and I believe it goes up until either large or an extra large. You can also wear this with a pair of sweatpants, pair of jeans, whatever have you. It's a very casual top. And the only logo that we have, which is lovely, is just this black TLF logo back here. So you don't have big logos. It's very seamless, very smooth. I love it. Okay, so now we have, this is actually, I think, my favorite pair of shorts that TLF has. This is the Cosmic Seamless Scrunch Butt shorts. I believe these are a 6-inch and these go for $52. So this is how I typically wear my shorts. They do come up at the exact same length as the other two shorts, so if they are all high-waisted. Now with these, I did size down to an extra small. I've got these in a small before. I really like a more like tight-fitted short, so I did go ahead and size it down in these. So from the front here, no front seam, which means no camel toe. We have our minimal logoing here. Show you guys from the side. We have the scrunch in the back, nice glute separation. So this is the shorts being kind of worn more scrunched versus if I was to wear them more full length. This is how they would look this way. So here it is from the front, side, and back again. So if you guys were to ask me, Ashley, what shorts would you recommend from TLF? I would say these ones and the first ones that I showed you, the Tempo 6-inch. They're both scrunch, which is obviously my preference. And then also this bra. So this is the Essential Bralette. This thing, I don't know if I would wear it to the gym because it is more of like a comfort at home piece, or maybe even wearing it underneath this long sleeve here. It is the exact same material. It feels very skimsy because it is extremely stretchy. Like this fabric is just so smooth. It doesn't have any cup pads. So if you guys do lean more towards wanting cup pads, probably stick more with a sports bra. This is more of like a lounge bra, I would say. So we do have minimal coverage. We have this band down below, a little scrunch here in the center, dip here, not a whole lot of coverage, thin straps, very comfortable though. We have a lot of stretch to these. And then we can adjust the straps as well. So if you guys want a little bit tighter or a little more loose, you could really go either way. Very comfortable bra. I could wear this around the house literally all day. You can even wear it to bed if you like that. Or if you're gonna pick up any sweaters or shirts, this would be a good bra to wear underneath those. And this bra is $36 and does come in white, black, and brown. All right, and last but not least, this bra. This is actually one of my favorites that TLF has come out with. This is the Reset Bandeau, and this is in the color Winter Blue. And this bra right now is still in stock in many colors. I think there's 5 different colors, and it's only $25. So if you wanna get a good bra for only 25 bucks, go snag this from TLF right now. So I'm gonna go to show you guys up close. So here we are. I do like that we have a lot more coverage, but we do have this straight seam right across. These straps here, not only can you wear them just straight down, but these do unhook here, and you can also do a crisscross in the back. I love that it is a bandeau style. If TLF did come out with an actual bandeau that had no straps, I would not be mad. I'm obsessed with bandeaus. But we do have this band underneath. It is decently thick, so we are able to really hold you up. And then up top, we just have a little seam and not super crazy here. I did get this in a size small. I do feel this runs pretty true to size, but if you are in between sizes, definitely size up. Here we are from the side. We don't have a whole lot of spillage here. Like I said, minimal logoing. And in the back, we do have another logo here. I would call this bra a more like medium coverage, light to medium potentially. You could do probably some high impact workouts and you're not going to be spilling over because we do have a lot of coverage and it is not a loose material here. But if you size down, it's gonna probably be too tight and smushing you. So I definitely would say stay true to size. That is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if you wanna use my code, it is listed in the description below. It is TLF-AJ. That will save you guys 25% on your order. If you have not subscribed to this channel yet and you do like content like this, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And thank you so much to all of you new subscribers out there. I truly appreciate all of you guys. You are so wonderful. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.